Good job! Go up
25 best GameCube racing games.
Problemo! Safe
Number 25, The Simpsons Road Rage. If you can see past the problems, then The Simpsons Road Rage might present you with a little bit of replay value. You can compete head-to-head against one other player in a split-screen mode, and you can drive as any character in any location that you've unlocked in a mode without the clock.
Whoa! And here we are.
What clever driving! Bravo!
Number 24, Spy Hunter. The PlayStation 2 remake of Spy Hunter was a pleasant surprise, and it capably delivered in all the categories that a Spy Hunter fan would expect it to. While it's almost identical to the PlayStation 2 version, the GameCube version is made slightly less desirable by the choppy, somewhat pixelated graphics.
First objective complete.
Number 23, Cars. Though Cars will almost certainly take you well under 10 hours to complete, there's 2-player multiplayer to mess with, as well as some bonus materials to check out. Not to mention that the quality of Cars content is enough to make up for its relatively short stature. Number 22, Freaky Flyers. Freaky Flyers takes the casual air racing concept to its logical conclusion, combining planes with a cast of classically modeled cartoon characters and a collection of power-ups to keep the racing varied. All in all, Freaky Flyers has some enjoyable moments, but the course design and weapon selection are pretty standard. It's definitely worth a quick session.
Good job! Go up the hill!
Number 21, Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi is undeniably fun to play in short bursts, but ultimately falls foul of its arcade roots, which is a shame because some new cities and a Crazy Box minigames would have worked wonders. As it stands though, Crazy Taxi saw no attention lavished upon it and reeks of a lazy import.
Ready?
You're styling! Take me down the hill!
Okay, you ready?
Number 20, R Racing Evolution. R Racing Evolution doesn't live up to Namco's other work in the genre, be it from the motorcycle side or from the arcade-style racing side. It attempts to deliver some simulation-style thrills, but the driving physics and options simply aren't up to standard. But honestly, R Racing Evolution is a good thing. Just how good depends on what you like. Number 19, ATV Quad Power Racing 2. The core mechanics and the main race modes are enjoyable enough that someone looking specifically for an ATV racing game will have some fun, regardless of its occasional technical inconsistency. Though, players without such a specific type of race in mind could probably pass on ATV Quad Power Racing 2 without missing out on much. Number 18, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. With 66 different missions, a multiplayer mode that features the infamous Need for Speed pack, and a good selection of licensed cars, Hot Pursuit 2 is a worthwhile purchase for anyone interested in an arcade-style racing game. It's not nearly as impressive as the PS2 game, but it's good enough for a Need for Speed game on the GameCube.
31 counting. In pursuit. Vehicle is a light blue Lotus.
Number 17, XGRA Extreme G Racing Association. XGRA will appeal to fans of the genre that have been hoping for a worthwhile futuristic racing game and are willing to overlook some of its flaws. However, a lot of the potential of XGRA has been realized, so unless you're expecting it to raise the bar for this genre, you ought to get a kick out of it. Number 16. Dakar 2, the world's ultimate rally. It's just a solid rally racing game that happens to carry the license of a grueling 6,500-mile road race. Some people may take that to mean that the game should have more courses and vehicles visible during each race. For those of you who aren't as picky about the details, there's a passable amount of fun to be had right here. Number 15. Need for Speed Carbon. Ultimately, Need for Speed Carbon doesn't make the best use of some of the strengths from Need for Speed Most Wanted. Many of the changes made to the Most Wanted formula seem to be for the sake of change, but it all still just comes back to the solid driving action, which Need for Speed Carbon puts to good use. Number 14. MX Superfly. MX Superfly may get bogged down from time to time by the overabundance of minigames, but behind that small obstacle is a motocross game with great gameplay and solid audio-visual presentation. GameCube owners looking for some dirt bike racing and freestyle action would do well to pick this one up. Number 13. Burnout. Burnout is a run-of-the-mill arcade driving game that features spectacular crashes, but after a few hours of playtime, the crashes will begin to grate on the nerves and you're left with a game that can easily be completed in a day. Number 12. Freekstyle. Freekstyle's combination of impressive track design, a deep trick system, and a good range of multiplayer options make for a game that should satisfy most any racing fan. You'll easily forget about the game's occasional shortcomings whenever it sends you hurtling what seems like hundreds of feet into the air. Number 11. Need for Speed Most Wanted. While the actual racing in Need for Speed Most Wanted is probably the weak link in the chain, it's still solid enough to keep you interested as you move from racer to racer, working your way up the blacklist as you go. If outrunning the law sounds like your idea of a good time, you'll have a great time here. Number 10. Smuggler's Run Warzones. Warzones is the perfect introduction to the Smuggler's Run series for uninitiated players, as it includes everything found in Smuggler's Runs 2, Hostile Territory, plus some of the better bits from the original Smuggler's Run. However, if you've already a veteran of the series, there's not much here that you haven't seen before. Number 9. XGIII Extreme G Racing. The sum of Extreme G3's parts is a smart and solid racing game that provides an amazing feeling of true speed. Its only salient drawbacks are that there are some holes in its AI that you can exploit to race through the leagues, that there aren't enough tracks, and that more eye candy isn't possible with frame rates this high. Number 8. Need for Speed Underground 2. Need for Speed Underground 2 starts with the previous game as a template and builds from there. Unfortunately, almost everything that has been added to this game detracts from the overall experience. Once you're in and racing and customizing your cars, it's a lot of fun, but there are obstacles standing between you and the best parts of the game. 7. Wave Race Blue Storm. Wave Race Blue Storm is the most accurate video game representation of water-based racing. With 6 new tracks, more racers per race, a 4-player mode, and a better physics, Wave Race Blue Storm is an improvement upon the original in every respect. Fans of the original or those who are open to new ideas in racing games should buy with confidence. Number 6. Need for Speed Underground. Need for Speed Underground is very good. With just a bit more variety to its tracks and a slightly better career mode, it definitely could have been much better, but it has great graphics, solid sound, and the sort of easy learning curve that makes it a driving game that anyone can excel at. Number 5. NASCAR Thunder 2003. Since EA has brought its Thunder series to the GameCube, Nintendo-bound NASCAR fans will have more than enough on their plates to keep them racing. Overall, NASCAR Thunder 2003 is a well-made, polished, and a thoroughly playable game, and stock car racing fans should be quite pleased with it. Number 4. Mario Kart Double Dash. Despite the fact that it's still essentially the same game as Super Mario Kart, there is no denying the innate quality of the production of Double Dash. The game looks and moves great, the controls are responsive, and there's a nice variety of gameplay modes available. Number 3. NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. Ultimately, no matter which console you own, if you're a NASCAR fan, you simply must go out and pick up NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. It recreates the NASCAR experience in a spectacular fashion, and all of the included modes, series options, and extras provide an excellent amount of value for the cost. Number 2. F-Zero GX. The extreme increase in difficulty will surely turn some people away before they've seen the 20 tracks and unlock all the story mode chapters. But if you want a light speed racer that looks and plays sharply while simultaneously offering some dramatic challenges, F-Zero GX is exactly what you're looking for. Number 1. Burnout 2 Point of Impact. Burnout 2 isn't different from the original Burnout. It just makes better use of all the elements that the game does well, from its blistering sense of speed to its hilariously destructive crashes. The crash mode alone makes this game worth seeing, and the inclusion of the well-done championship and multiplayer modes makes it a must-own for fans of arcade racing.
Code 6 driver followed by police. I need all available